what's going on, people? Welcome to your Connect podcast with your boy Busy B. Today, man, I wanted to get off my chest, man. I'm not really shooting this to put it out there on nothing about sports, nothing about politics, nothing about what's going on with the protest or anything out there. Nothing about. I just wanted to get something off my chest about something that happened recently. So, listen, if anybody knows me, they know I'm a quadriplegic, paralyzed from the shoulders down. Wait. Before I start, make sure you subscribe this. Click on that subscribe button. And if you like what I got to say or you like what you hear, click on that like button as well. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, this was recently. Like I said, if anybody knows me, they know I'm a quadriplegic, paralyzed from the shoulders down, also on a ventilator, a victim of gun violence 17 years ago. Took a .45 caliber to the side of the neck, clipped the spinal cord, so on and so forth. I'll get into more of that on a different note on another day. This is a lighter type podcast, something to make you laugh. So what I wanted to do was, talk about, just how I orient nurses, how I interview nurses that, I'm trying to get on my case. So recently, this is what happened. So, someone calls out for a shift or whatever like that, and I have to get someone to replace them. Working with an agency called 365. Shout out to 365, you know what I'm saying, for looking out when they do. So they tells me they got somebody to come out for an interview. So, all right, I'm sitting out there. They tell me it's a guy, though. Not that comfortable with guys. I prefer females on my case. But I'm like, shit, I'd rather have that than no one for tonight. I need coverage. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not against going against, I'm not against having an open shift or having males on the shift if it's going to be an open shift, I should say. And if they got somebody available, if it's a male, then I'm just going to take them because that night I need to do my turning, I need to do my range of motion, got to brush my teeth, wash my face, brush my hair, put on my wave cap, comb my beard, you know what I'm saying, take my meds, get all my shit right. Now, I got my mom in the crib that can do that stuff or whatever like that, but I don't like her to bear that burden. You understand what I'm saying? Don't like her to bear that burden. If I can get somebody on a case, it's just a feeling. I mean, this shit ain't gonna last forever. If somebody coming in to help you that night, male, female, then, you take whatever you can get at the end of the day. But what I prefer, if I have somebody on a case long term, longer than a day, or one shift, it has to be a female. But I'm not saying it like I didn't have males in the past. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to Keith. Saeed. You know what I'm saying? I've had males on the case before to take care of me because at the end of the day, 17 years of being paralyzed, I mean, you take what you can get. If you get a good nurse and y'all click, then shit, get a good nurse and y'all click. Male or female. But I prefer females if you ask me. You hold my feet to the fire, give me the females. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a male and I got to get things done as far as, getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want really no male seeing you naked, having to wash you up, help you bathe and everything like that. Just something I ain't into. You understand what I'm saying? But it just is what it is. That's me. And I'm not being like, of course I'm a little bit, I'm not being homophobic or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I prefer females. You know what I'm saying? That have to touch me. You be who you are. Whether you like men or you're a man that like taking care of other men and doing all of that stuff, that's cool. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not against men doing their job or whatever like that. I don't know how many male nurses there really are. I think the field is dominated by females, but you do have male nurses in the field. So, I mean, I'm going on and on and on, but let me get to what I wanted to get to. So, okay, they tell me they got somebody coming, and I'm like, all right, cool. They're like, but he's a male. I'm like, shit, man. It's only one shift. Uh, you know, we talking about it here and there. Family, nurses, we sitting and talking about it. Just take them, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just interview them just to see how it'll go, so you can have coverage that night. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So, sitting outside because it's a nice day. Just wanted to sit out there, get some of that, sunlight, get some of that vitamin. So, just wanted to get out there and, sit outside for a minute. So as I'm sitting outside, an hour goes past. Shit, I'm thinking, I guess he ain't coming. So, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have no coverage tonight. Just going to have to deal with my moms and stuff like that. And then, you don't really want to deal with your moms and stuff like that because she got a lot of things going on and you don't want her to have to take care of you, seeing you this way or seeing you that way. Whether there's no clothes on and all that shit. It's like, nah. Like, my mom's is going to be my mom's. Like, because at the end of the day, she like, shit, I saw you when you was a baby and you was naked. And it's like, well, I'm a grown-ass man now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a grown-ass man now. So, no, I don't really want, I don't need you seeing all that. This is my area. This is me. This is all of me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never hire people who are family members or never hire people that I know because I don't want them seeing me in certain ways. And basically, I'm direct with my care and I like things a certain way. And I don't want you to take it for granted just because we had a previous relationship. So don't hire him at all. But, so, I'm like, all right, he comes out. I'm like, man, shit, you an hour late, bro. The first thing he says to me is, well, shit, my woman put me out and took my money, so that's why I'm running late. That's how you introduce yourself? Like, really? That's how you introduce yourself? Come on. And the boy was Diesel. I mean, Diesel. Looked like he worked at, like, he had Planet Fitness like 2-3 days a week. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, 2 or 3 times a day at Planet Fitness. Not 2 or 3 days a week. 2 or 3 times a day. 7 days a week at Planet Fitness. Cock Diesel. Oh, my woman put me out and took my money. The fuck would I give a shit about that for? I don't care. It's entertaining. But I don't care. That's not how you introduce yourself when you first step up to the plate, when you're trying to get on to a new case. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not how you come across to a person. So, as we talking, I'm just telling him to tell me a little bit about himself. He because he got an accent. So I'm like, where you from? He like Ghana, but shit, we all the same. All the Africans, we all the fuck the same. Like, what? What? And now I got a mask on, so he can't see me smiling and laughing. But he can hear it a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? And as I'm telling him this and telling him that, he's standing so close to me, like in my personal space. I keep telling him, bro, you got to stand in front of me. Stand a little bit 6 feet back. He moved back, and then he get close to me again, not knowing how, cuz it's just so many people outside. I'm paying attention to this, paying attention to that while I'm talking to him. My focus is on him, but I'm paying attention to all of my surroundings. You understand what I'm saying? So, as he said that, I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So, he talking about he been a nurse for 10 years, but shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he do what he do. He worked in nursing homes, worked at, home care, did all types of shit like that, Then, as we sitting there talking, I'm, just hearing about him. He telling me about, like, we got family and stuff like that. And so, like, first off, when I peep it from the side, I'm like, he got a couple scrunchies on his hands. Why he playing with his dreads? Like I said, not a homophobic, none of that. Just not me. I just can't. I'm not with it. You understand what I'm saying? Not with it. So I'm like, okay, shit. Like flip flops on. So I'm looking him up and down. I'm paying close attention to everything that's going on. You dig me? Flip flops on and shit like that. And I'm already in my head, yeah, this ain't gonna work out. But finish getting to know him a little bit. Because it's entertaining. Shit, if he bold enough to talk like that, let's see what else I can get out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see what else I can get out of him. So, and I'm not judging him off of the playing with the scrunchies or playing with his dreads and nothing like that. Like, it just is what it is. Like I said, it's not me. So, as we sitting there talking, I started telling him, telling him, like I've been a motivational speaker for about 13 years now, a peer mentor, down at McGee Rehabilitation, helping people who have been injured and kind of don't see light at the end of the tunnel and think to themselves that life is over just because of the situation that they're in right now. And I speak to kids about gun violence and how to stay off the streets and, make their life better than what it is now, or make your life better than what your parents' life is. Parents, you should always want better for your kids than what you had as a kid. So I speak to them about that. And as I'm talking to him about that, he laughs at me. Man, that's a good thing you're a motivational speaker, because if I had to speak, it'd be terrifying. If I'm on a stage standing in front of people, next thing you know, if I had a scratch or an itch, I'll fuck around and scratch my nuts on stage. Like, really? This is what you say? And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious, man? This is like I know people, you can talk to me. You can open up, but not on the interview. On the first, like, you don't even know me. But this is how bold you are to talk in front of somebody. I would wind up scratching my nuts on stage if I had an itch. Come on, man. What the fuck? Like, you bold, bruh. You bold. So now that he talking more like that, I already know it ain't gonna work in my head. But since I'm outside and I'm fucking bored, see what else I can get out of him. I'm saying that's gonna entertain me for right now. I wasn't trying to waste my time. I told my nurse that. Told my moms, told my sister, everybody that I wasn't wasting my time. I was just bored. I had nothing else to do. Me and my nurse were just sitting out there talking, playing cards. So, shit, this is entertaining right here. This is that entertainment. That entertainment. You dig what I'm saying? So, I'm like, all right, like as we talking, so I'm like, all right, I'm basically trying, like, shunning that off. Like, okay, I didn't really just hear what I heard, but in my head, I'm like, this motherfucker's healed. I'm saying, like, this motherfucker's healed. So, after we get finished that, I'm sitting and talking to him a little bit more, and I'm like, well, telling him, how I do at night shift and, the care that goes along with it, the medications that I take, the range of motion and stuff that I do, and, how I turn from side to side and rotate. And then I'm like, well, you like night shift? And he like, not really. Shit, I don't like to work. What the fuck? Like, I don't like to work. I'm just in it for the check. Shit. That's exactly what he said. Yo, listen. Yo, no lie. No lie. I looked over at my nurse. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, man. Like, oh my God, man. Like, this has got to be. Why are you here then, bruh? Why are you here? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why are you here then? What are you coming for the interview? Why would you tell a person you just in it for the check? This is the person who's relying on you to be here, me, myself. I'm relying on you to be here tonight, to come, work with me, take care of me, have a heart in what you're doing. I'm putting my life in your hands. Why the fuck would you say you don't care about it? And you just in it for the check? I mean, really? Come on, people. We got to do better. So, I, I'm just in it for the check. Like, all right, bro. I respect your honesty, but you're a little bit too motherfucking honest right now. You're a little bit too honest. Keep that shit to yourself, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell a person like me that, because you'll never work for me. If you don't have a heart, if you don't care, if you put pay before care when it comes to me, you'll never work for me. That's how that shit goes. Point blank, period. Dot that T. I mean, cross that T, dot that I should say. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm like, oh shit. So as I'm talking to him, he's getting closer again, invading my space. Bruh, you gotta back up. And you ain't got on no mask. And you ain't got on no mask. Like, what the fuck? You ain't got on no mask? I ain't trying to get COVID, bruh. I don't know how you living. Blunt wraps hanging out his pocket. Asking me, would I mind if he took a puff? I don't know if he was talking about weed or if he was talking about cigarettes. Would I mind if he worked that night, if he stepped outside and took a puff? Nigga, is you out your mind? What the fuck? Is you out your mind? Okay, now I'm starting to get I'm starting to get to the point where I'm done entertaining me. Because I'm like, what the fuck? So, as we talking about that, not being able to work shit, it gets closer again. But you gotta back up. You gotta back up once again. Here we go. You in my space. I don't need you close. You don't have no mask on. COVID-19. I ain't trying to catch that shit. If I catch it, it's a wrap. I'm already on a ventilator. I already got a respiratory problem. That's basically what it is, a respiratory issue. You understand what I'm saying? So, sitting there talking to him, not paying attention. I mean, I'm paying attention behind him and all my surroundings. And as he's close, the man rubs my shoulder. Bruh, what the fuck? Didn't I just tell you to back up? Didn't I just tell you to back up? Come on, man. And I had to tell him, don't touch me. He was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Tying his dreads up and shit with the scrunchie. Trying his dreads up with the scrunchie. Okay. You continue to do that. Man, listen, in my 17 years of being paralyzed, 15 years of interviewing people, this was the worst interview orientation a nurse ever came and told me about themselves, and also that I met and interviewed. And then he's telling me Well, you don't need to hire new nurses because what they need to do is, they need to go into a facility or, like somewhere where they can be around other people so other people can show them what to do. Bruh, I am that person. I am that teacher. I'm that guy. I'm that boy that's going to teach them and show them what to do. Let me mold them a certain way. And as I'm telling him that, he like, nah, nah, nah. Like, you could just, just go ahead and let them go somewhere else. You need to hire people with the more experience. No, my problem is the people with the more experience, they come in thinking they know everything, not knowing what's going on. Every case is different. Every person is different. You understand what I'm saying? Every person is different. Every case is different. So, you sitting there trying to tell me how to run shit, how to regulate shit. So I already know, yeah, it's going to be a problem. Because he's going to come in here thinking he know what he's doing. And you know what? It's something about them foreign men. It's just my take. I mean, a lot of men, period. I mean, we all alphas. Well, shit, the majority of us, alphas. So, if I feel as though I'm an alpha and you are alpha, shit, we basically, I piss where I live. I mean, me just putting it blunt, this is my territory. But if you come in thinking it's your territory and you come in trying to tell me how to do things, it ain't gonna work like that, bruh. It ain't gonna work like that. Because you can go to fuck home. ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Listen, like I said, in my 15 years of orienting nurses, interviewing people, this is the worst ever. As he walks away, I turn and look at my nurse. What the fuck was that? She just started laughing. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Why would you come to somebody and say that you don't want to work? And I'm relying on you being here. Listen. And then you talking about scratching your nuts. I don't give a fuck about that. Listen. I'm on one right now. But I just had to get this out there. I just had to get this out there, man. Listen, the shit that we go through, entertaining people, interviewing people, it's you gotta get the right fit. This was a horrible. I called the agency afterwards. Don't hire that man. You're gonna be falling asleep on shifts, asking if you can go out and take a puff. Of what? Are you talking about the weed, nigga? Or are you talking about cigarettes? Neither one of them. I'm not going to let you go outside and smoke in the middle of the night. Because once my house is locked down, it's locked down. You're not from around here. You don't know this neighborhood. You sitting outside smoking, somebody roll up on you and knock you in your motherfucking head, then what? Then they enter in my place. No. So, oh, God. Yo, listen, forgive me, Lord. I'm not trying to come down on the man hard. But I'm just telling it how it is. I just had to do a podcast about this. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we in this for what? I'm in this to try to get the right people in, to try to get the right fits. For you to become a nurse, you have to care about what you're doing. Be in it. You spend, 15, 18 months, 12 months just in it for the check. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You spent all that time to do that? Shit, you should have did something else with your time. You got to care about what you're doing. Have a heart. And then the boy comes back. So I called the agency. Told him, yeah, he can't come in tonight. My nurse going to do a double. Yeah, we good. We good. As we sitting there, and she At night, I'm waiting for her to come in. He shows up at the crib. The fuck? Y'all ain't telling? I said no. I said no. I don't need you on the shift. I'm good, bruh. She gonna do that double for me. I appreciate that. But no. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck? He shows up. My mom like, who the boy at the door? She like, you know what I'm saying? He was smoking a cigarette, plucked the cigarette as he came to the door. Like, really, bruh? The fuck? That's how you walk up to somebody's house? That's how you walk up to the case? Unprofessional. Unprofessional, I should say. This is just some shit that I just had to get out there. I talked to everybody else about it. Well, a couple of people about it. But I want y'all to take this and give it a listen, man. Give it a listen. See the shit that we go through all the time. Especially people who need nurses, who got to orient nurses, who got to interview nurses. I mean, I'm picky. I'm picky about who I want on my case. Absolutely. Like I said, prefer females more than males. If I got to have you just to cover that shift for the night so my mom don't have to bear that burden, I want her to go upstairs and get some rest. Her to go upstairs and get some sleep. Her asthma, I ain't trying to have her running back and forth up and down the steps. Not right now while it's COVID out here. Listen. This is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Like, this is how it went. This is how it was. I told them, don't ever send a man in my case. This is why I don't do men. It's not that I have an issue or a problem with somebody trying to show me if I can learn something new. Yeah, shit, if you want to teach me something and I learn something new, we all learn something new every day. We wake up, right? Learn something new every day. So, you know, it's just the crazy shit that you just like, really, bro? At the end of the day, this is what y'all doing? And I asked the agency, did y'all sit down with this man and get to know him before y'all sent him out to my case? Or my place, I should say? Obviously fucking not. Obviously not. Yo, listen. This shit is bananas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's bananas. I'm on one right now, and as I wanted to say, I just wanted to put this out there. Had to shoot it and get it out there while it was fresh in the brain. Fresh on me. Shit. I don't know. I'll finish it off by just saying, next time y'all hear from me, I might just scratch my nuts. Yo, man, I appreciate the listening to. Remember, subscribe. Also hit that like button. Stream this if you listening to it on SoundCloud. Follow me on YouTube at Busy B, capital B-I-Z-Z-Y, capital B. Same thing on SoundCloud, capital B-I-Z-Z-Y, capital B. Streaming on there. Also share this, man. I hope y'all get a kick out of it like I got a kick out of it, because the shit was hilarious. And it's going to be funny for a long time, because I got dry humor. And it's just going to be funny. So remember, holla at your boy. I'm your connect.
Get your love when I'm gone, when I've said my last goodbye. Who gets your love?